Hey there everybody, welcome back. So today I've got something kind of interesting. I did not know Tapatio made ramen noodles. Well, now I do, because I have two of them. I found these at my local store. Sincerely, I've never seen this, and maybe some of you have. But we of course know Tapatio is a hot sauce brand. But now they have ramen. And they were cheap. They were under $2. I think they were maybe just over $1 a piece, if I remember correctly. And obviously not as cheap as like the cheapest of ramen, but you know, you have a different name. So we have the original flavor, which they do say is hot or picante. Nutritional facts, if you're interested in those. And lots of we have 2 ingredients lists here. I wonder if one of them is just for like the hot sauce or something. I don't know. Microwave or boiling water instructions. I usually just use boiling water for ramen. So yeah, and then we have our extra spicy. It's the hottest. Muy picante. All right. And nutritional facts, again, if you're interested. And the double ingredients list, first on the top, and then on the bottom. Oh, der. It's just in a different language. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, goodness. It's still early. It's early. I'm doing videos early in the morning. I can't read. It's fine. And cooking instructions. Oh, that is so funny. Double ingredients list. Not double at all. Hey, no one ever said I was crazy smart. All right, let's open these up and give them a whiff before we start them working there. Okay. No real discerning smell in the extra hot. Sometimes when you get like the really spicy stuff, you can really tell. Definitely a marked color differentiation. This one's far more red than this, a little bit more orange. Yeah, they smell the same though. They smell the exact same. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some water in these and we'll get them, you know, reconstituting, cooking, whatever, and then we'll come back and give them a try. All right, so our Tapatio ramen should be good to go. The noodles did eat a surprising amount of water, which I think is kind of fascinating. Usually would have a little bit more broth, but that's okay. I don't need the extra broth in this case, and honestly, this might kind of compound our flavors a little bit more, which will be nice. I do have to make it one observation, just for the sake of observation's sake. I don't like the smell of it. The smell is a little bit, how could I say without being mean? Not nice. It's just not a nice smell. Let's go ahead and start with our original flavor here. And yeah. Pretty full. Pretty full of noodle as well too. Sometimes you'll get these cup noodles and they do not fill up a bowl. Okay. Might not smell great, but it tastes really good. I'll make some observations after I try both. Get into the extra spicy version. See if I can not make a mess. Okay, there is a difference. There is definitely a difference. All right, let's go back to the original real quick. I'll just make some casual observations at this, and then we'll move on to this second. Get a little bit of the broth. Okay, so the original is a reasonably pleasant ramen noodle. I don't think that it distinguishes itself as like a very intriguing flavor. Like I've certainly had better at the same price point, but it's actually really nice. It feels complete. Like it doesn't need any additional flavors. It stands on its own really well. And it is, you know, reasonably reminiscent of Tapatio, but not overly so. The noodles themselves are, you know, they're kind of standard cheap ramen noodle fare. Not bad by any stretch, but not anything crazy special. I notice there's some carrot, some scallion. That doesn't really come through at all. Heat level, very mild, very mild. There is a little bit of a tingle in there, but nothing that would give anybody any pause. So the original, I think is really good. I think you could definitely spice it up with a few other things and make it really interesting. But overall, good ramen, not bad. Let's go back to our extra spicy here real quick. And as I said, there is a discernible difference. Now, whether that difference is particularly marked is a different story, but let's try again. So first impression, much saltier. Much saltier. And there's, the heat isn't that far off. It really isn't. Yeah, the heat isn't that far off. It's maybe a little bit more than the original, but not that much more. Let's actually get just some of the broth here real quick. Yeah, just a little bit spicier. It feels like what they did is whatever spice blend they added to, I guess, mimic their Tapatio, their hot sauce, I think they just put more in this than they did in this. If I had to pick one, I would actually go original, and if I needed it to be hotter, I would just add hot sauce. This is just really salty, and it doesn't deliver on the extra spicy assertion, but they're essentially the same thing. Like I said, just maybe with more powder. So yeah, if I bought this again, I would just get the original and add more hot sauce if I wanted it. So that's what I would do. But I'll say this, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think? Have any of you tried these? If you have, leave a comment down below and just let me know what your experience was. If you want to suggest anything for the channel, again, the comments are a good place to do that. If you'd like to send something in to be reviewed on the channel, the P.O. box is in the description, as well as the Patreon link if you want to support the channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.